My next guest is also unhappy with the immigration reform deal, but for entirely different reasons. He calls it instant amnesty. From Denver, Republican presidential candidate, Congressman Tom Tancredo of Colorado. So you don't like this at all?
Neil, it's a disaster, and I don't know any other way to describe it, because the fact is that we do give, no matter how many times people want to try to change the word around or redefine the term amnesty, it gives amnesty to 12 to 20 million people who are here illegally. It is a slap in the face, of course, to every single person who has done it the right way. It's a slap in the face to everybody who's waiting to do it the right way. It's lousy public policy, and no matter how much they try to hang trinkets on this Christmas tree to make it look better, it's still an ugly, ugly thing.
The one thing I have trouble reconciling is how you get 12 million people who are here purportedly illegally to go back to their home countries and for whatever brief period of time to do what this law says they do, I guess to pick up some paperwork and come back here.
Right. Well, the head of a household has to do that.
Right.
But the fact is,
but what head of household is going to want to do that when he knows there's a risk he'll never get to get back with his family?
Nobody's going to do any of this stuff because there is absolutely no emphasis on enforcement. I mean, they put these things in here as enticements to vote for amnesty. It is the amnesty that they're trying to accomplish and trying to get. It's all the rest of it. People have to understand, every time they add a little thing in there that says, well, but look, we're going to build 300 miles of wall. Well, of course, we've already appropriated for 700 miles of wall. We're going to double the Border Patrol to 18,000. 2 years ago, we gave the president the ability to go to 20,000. None of these are, he needs none of these things to actually enforce the border. He could do it himself today. He chooses not to, and they're not going to do it before. They're not going to do it after this. This is just like 1986. Same thing. We heard the same promises. So why can't you
enforce this on employers? I mean, the real gist of this are those who hire illegals knowingly are those perpetuating the illegals who are here, right? So why can't or do you go after that?
Well, it is. I mean, that is the plan that I have put forward time and time and time again. It's called attrition through enforcement. If we secure the border, which we can do, if we go after the employer, which we can do, then I guarantee you this problem will be 90% solved. People go home if they don't have the thing for which they came. That is a job. And if they don't go home, yes, then we have to deport them. But millions will return. We know that. We've seen it happen. We're actually seeing it happen in Colorado, where they are afraid now of a law passed in the state. They're going after employers, and they were actually interviewing illegal immigrants a few weeks ago in the newspaper, and they were saying, yeah, we're going home. We're going home. Guatemala, Mexico. We can't have the job anymore. They will go home, and that's exactly what we should be doing. Enforce the law. Let's try that. We don't need 700 pages of new law. We do not have to give amnesty to anybody else. All we have to do is enforce the laws we have on the books. But this president is not willing to do so. And of course, the Democrats are not either. And you've got this very powerful force under those circumstances.
Congressman, we'll see what happens. Thank you very much.
Yes,
Good
we will.
seeing you again. Meanwhile,